boys and girls, and welcome to Goran Guitar ANTH with the song called Thank You. It's featuring Chord and NYELL. Okay, so this one, it's a cool song. I never covered ANTH here before, what I believe. And yeah, I just liked the song when I heard it. And we have this 4-chord that goes round and round in the same way through the entire song, but we can also throw in the cool melody here. So we're gonna look at both parts there. But first we need to start with the capo set on the 4th fret there, and that's the reason for this is because there are the easiest chords possible for this song, and it's also very convenient with the melody here. So capo on 4th, and with that we're gonna look at the chords first. We'll start with the F, and we have 2 variations of it. If you choose to play just the strumming pattern here, I will go for the bar chord F. But if you're gonna build in the melody like I just did in the introduction of the tutorial, then it's more convenient with the shorter version of F here. So starting with the first bar chord F, you have a bar here placed on the 1st fret over all strings, and then the rest will be 3rd on A, 3rd on D, and 2nd on G. The second version will be this. It's actually more of a F major 7. So that will be 3rd on D, 2nd on G, 1st on B, and then open E. Okay, so that's the Fs. And moving on here to the C. That is 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, 1st B, and open E. We have A minor, so that is open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 1st B, and open E. And the final chord is the G. So that is 3rd on E, 2nd on A, open D, open G, 3rd B, and 3rd E. Alright, so we're gonna play the strumming pattern and just the chords first, and then we're gonna look at the melody. All right, so the chord progression will be, like I said, F, C, A minor, and G through the entire song. Then grab the first chord here, the F, and one strumming round will be about 8 downs, and it will sound like this. Right. Notice I'm playing here on the lighter or higher strings sometimes, and more on the bass strings sometimes. So you want to emphasize certain downs here out of this 8. So the 1st, the 4th, and the 7th down, you want to play more on the higher top strings there, higher notes. All right, so you want to emphasize these 3 downs, the 1st, 4th, and 7th, and all the other downs, the 2nd, 3rd, the 5th, 6th, and 8th down, you want to play more on the mid or bass strings. So, like this. Alright, so top, bass, bass, top, bass, bass, top, bass. That is 1 round. So a couple of rounds to get the feeling for the rhythm. It goes like this. Right, so there you have it. You're gonna play 1 strumming round per chord here if you just go with the strumming. So it'll be like this. One more round. You can go for this way of playing through the entire song from the beginning till the very end, and that would be enough. But if you want to incorporate the melody, the cool melody, then we will continue here and look at the notes. So just to clean out everything, I'm gonna give you the notes for each and every chord. So 1 round goes like this. right, so starting with F, you can give support here to the actual note with the bass note. So that will be the 3rd fret on the D string, this one. But the melody is on the 1st B. So you hit them together to support the melody here. And then you play the 3rd B. And that's it for F. Now over to C. You can give the support here with the 3rd fret on the A string, that's a bass. But the only note you're gonna play here for melody here will be on the open E string. And of course a long pause there. Till the next chord, which is the A minor. The A minor will sound like this. Okay, so that will be a supportive bass note here, open A string. This one, you play that together with the 3rd E string, then 1st E, then open E, then 3rd B. Then comes the next chord here, the G. Now this is a supportive note here on the bass string, but it's not played in the same time as the melody, so it comes pretty much in between the last A minor 3rd B note there and the next note that comes in the G chord. So you just play the bass note there on its own, 3rd fret E string, and then comes the melody afterwards, just a millisecond after, so to speak. So the melody goes on the 3rd B, then open E, then back to 3rd B and 1st B. That's it. So slowly it goes like this, or it is slow as it is in standard tempo. So let's go for one round. Alright, so there you have the melody, and now you will just have to build this into the strumming pattern. And for this specific melody here with the chords, you cannot hold the full chords as they are always, of course. For instance, the last G there, more of this last G. There you have to pretty much compromise when it comes to what notes you're holding here or strings. So what I do, I just keep my ring finger here on the 3rd fret E string in the bass, and with that I have the possibility to go work around that bass note with my little pinky on this side and my index finger on this side, and still having some of a bass string or bass note there. So that's what I do when I play and incorporate the melody in the strumming. Then between all these notes, which are the melody notes, you work with the strumming pattern down, 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 and chew there. And when you're not playing the melody notes, you are playing on the bass or mid strings there. It just supports the music there with some strumming there in the background, so to speak. So anyway, I will show you how it could sound when you build in the melody you learned with the strumming pattern we know. So it could be something like this. So you will find your way of playing this. This was mine, and perhaps you can do it even better. I think so, with some practice. Anyway, ANTH, Thank you for the song, and thank you all guys who watched this tutorial. If you loved it, please thumb up this one, subscribe to this channel, why not? And until next time, play tuned.